So, I know a while ago we had maybe put this subject into the ground, but lo and behold, I thought of one last strip club story.
Let's hear it.
Every time we think we're out, they pull us right back in.
Yeah, yep. So, if you would like to hear it,
if you will humor me, let me regale you.
Let's go, man. Screw it.
All right. So, I haven't even thought about this story in years. So
Obviously.
No, I don't know how it came to me, but like it was like months after we recorded that last podcast. I'm like, and then it came to me like, how the hell did I forget this one? I won't give a title because that's going to be like the catchphrase of it. Okay. So we're just going to build it up a little bit, or try to. So
at the end, you can say, and that was the tale of
the aristocrats.
Like the fucking Midnight Society, man.
Midnight Society. Are you afraid of the dark?
Throw some glitter into the fire. Side note, all of that's on Amazon Prime, and I am really happy about that.
That's right, it is. So, this was a few years ago back in Minot. And... Okay, now we're there. And so, I went, our good friend, Jared Gebhardt, was a best man for his future brother-in-law. And so it was a bachelor party time. And I've never met this guy, and I don't think he had a whole lot of friends. And so Jared asked, if I would come along, and there was maybe like 5 or 6 of us, kind of a small intimate group. And so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So we went to a bar first, and then just had a few drinks and were kind of planning the night. And then, obviously the subject of the strip club came up. And we're like, yeah, let's go. So we go to the, it wasn't the Chicago Club, it was the other one in town. The Gentleman's Club. That's what it was called.
I didn't know Minot had 2 ever.
Oh, there was 2.
Oh. Yeah, there was the one that was right by, like, the old red carpet there, right? Yeah.
Now it's a bar called Roosters.
Okay. Yeah.
And
that was the one I played at one time. That was weird.
Yeah, we played there. You guys played there. Yeah, anywho. Yeah. But yeah, that became a strip club for a while. And this place was known. It had like a really high bar that you could, slide down on. It had a hot tub in the stage. Yeah, it was classy.
Real gentleman's club.
Yeah. Yep, real gentlemanly. And so...
I don't like that.
Well, I don't know if it was so much a hot tub. It's just like a tub.
What? I'm assuming customers were not allowed in this.
No. And to be honest, I don't know if I ever remember anybody actually being in there. It was almost like it was just there for looks.
Oh, God. That's got to be...
I don't remember if anything was ever in there. Because it looked like there's barely... Like, there's not even any water in there. Anywho. So, we get to this place, and they were supposed to be like and I say this in quotes, a little bit better dancers than the Chicago Club. They were younger. They weren't past their prime.
Well, you did have to pay a cover to get in there, which is why I never fucking went there.
I think it was like $5 or whatever. And so we get the bachelor boy up to like, Sniffer's Row. Let's call it what it is. And so we're like, we got all of our like, loose loosies, all of the ones out. And we're like, hey, hello lady. This is a bachelor here. And she's like, oh, okay, let me come on over. Starts like, strutting over. And, we just, give, I think his name was Tim.
We'll call him Tim.
We'll call him Tim. Yeah. And so we give Tim,
it's on Facebook now. We gotta start watching. We gotta start watching who we call out.
Yeah.
We can't just call out, Andy Sire every time we tell him. Oh shit.
And so,
love you, Andy.
And so, so we get Tim up to the the area, and like the girl is just like working him over left and right, got hands in pockets and on his face, and just we're like, all right, good work. And then so like she kind of finishes up, and then we all grab a table and just have another drink. And Tim goes in his pocket and he's like looking for some money. He goes, hey, I'm missing some money. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, I'm missing a $50 bill. We're like, where did it go? I was like, well, I don't know. I had it here, and then I think that stripper just pickpocketed me. We're like, really? He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure when she was all handsy in my pocket, she took my $50. I'm like, all right, well, how do we confront this? And so we find the stripper kind of like walking by, and we kind of flag her down, and we say, hey, did you grab some extra money by chance? And, oh no, honey, I didn't. Like, are you sure? Because we had he had $50 when he walked in here, and now it's mysteriously gone, and you're the only one who would have, between now and then, where this could have happened.
We weren't giving him lap dances.
No, we were not.
Derek was not at that stage of the night yet.
Oh, it was early.
You went to the strip club early in the night?
Well,
it's the worst decision ever. I've been there.
Or best.
Well, there's your problem.
Well, so, some bickering goes back and forth between
words were exchanged.
Like six dudes and this one stripper, and then all of a sudden, like, for lack of a better term, the stripper's pimp shows up. We're just assuming, or manager, I don't know, talent manager, I don't know.
The dude with the earpiece.
Yeah. What seems to be the problem? Guy's like, well, we think she stole $50 from this guy. And, and he goes, really? I'll handle it. And he goes, bitch, what the hell? Or something to that extent. And then they start arguing, too. He's like, I didn't do anything. And then, like, we find, like, the strip club DJ, who is, the ringmaster of it all, and let him know what's going on. And he goes, not again. Like, maybe not again, but just like, all right, I'll talk to her. And then you kind of start ignoring us a little bit because he's got jams to be playing, girls to be calling out.
He's got White Snake queued up. He's got to get ready
to do here.
I mean, Chastity's got to get on that stage.
And so, all of a sudden, like the guy and the girl are still arguing, and we're like, you know what? Maybe we'll just go. Tim, I'm sorry you lost your $50. We'll make it worth your while. Let's just get out of here because this is not going to end well.
This is turning ugly.
This is getting weird, and like, yeah, these two are just arguing back and forth, and now kind of a scene is being made, and so we're like, well, let's go to the Chicago club. They won't rob us there. And so we go to the Chicago club, and we sit on the row, and we're like, all right. Row? The Sniffers row. There you go.
It's just the grossest thing I've ever heard.
I just gotta call it like it is, man. What else are you gonna call it?
We're at a strip club, man. It's not.
You don't want to call it front row.
It's already pretty gross.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, is that so much better than some of the shit you ran into working in a bookstore?
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
So yeah, we go to the Chicago club, and then we all give Tim more money, and the stripper up there comes over, and we're like, hey, here's a bachelor. We just had a hell of a thing happen to him. Take care of him. Like, he just we think the stripper just robbed him essentially, and she goes, oh, and I forget her actual name, but I think she was like, oh, was it Sunshine? I was like, yeah, it was. She's like, oh yeah, Sunshine's my cousin. She just got fired. We're like, oh
man,
shit, man. Yeah, she just called me right before I got on stage. She fired. He's like, I don't know. She does that shit sometimes. I tell her not to do it, but she brought it on herself, and she's doing this while just putting her tits in like his face and everything, like having this conversation. We're just like, oh man, like you're not going to do that, are you?
Multitaskers.
You're not going to do that, are you? Oh hell no. And we're just like, this is a really small, tight knit community right here. This happened maybe 20 minutes ago.
To me, it's not so much the tight knit community; it's that she's my cousin.
Yeah,
it's like there's a family connection there, which makes me want to meet the rest of the family, and also never want to meet that family ever in my life.
Well, and then this is kind of the thing too. Minot as well as, let's say, North Dakota and whole, a lot of white people. Both of these two were not white, so it's like they were here, like must have been on the circuit or the tour, and it's just funny because, like, I don't know, we did not expect two family members working separate bars like a block away from each other.
It doesn't. Yeah, stripping's not a job like, oh, money's good up here in Minot.
Yeah, or it's a family business.
Right. Actually, you could kind of say that for.
Well, you could say it now.
Yeah. Oh, now it is. Yeah. But yeah, so there's the story in where we got a stripper fired.
Sunshine got fired.
Yeah. And I can't believe I forgot about this whole time until
pour some recently. Out for Sunshine.
Wherever you're at, baby. Hopefully you're still working.
Hopefully you're getting some of that sweet milk Williston money now.
Yeah.
Well, people, they got $50 bills all over the place.
Yeah, they ain't gonna notice it missing.
Oh man.